we get to Miona and Jibri. They're in their room. He asked her, why haven't you unpacked everything? She said, I'm not sure if we're really going to stay here 100%. I said, Jibri, she got LA on her mind. La 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 la. La 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 la. LA got the people singing. La 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 la. It's done. La 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 la. She got LA on her mind. California. No time to party. Ooh. California. In the city of Compton. Let me just stop singing. She wants Los Angeles, don't you get it, Jibri? She wants the glitz. She wants the glamour. She wants to be in Hollywood. She wants to be on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. She wants to be in the movie. She wants to be in the music. She wants that life. Don't you get it? She doesn't want the life that you and I all have. The ordinary people. The people who live in the small towns that just work and just stay home. The realistic part. No, she doesn't want the realistic side of things. Nah. She has been watching America on her TV screen. And she's like, gosh, I must be here one day. I must be here. That's South Dakota. That's not the states that was sold to her. No. Hell no. It's Los Angeles. So they talk about so they currently talk about their finances and things that they need to get done. And he said that, well, you know, I want a simple wedding, but you want something that's extravagant at the beach. That is not cheap. Plus, you want another wedding in Serbia? She said, yes, I want another wedding in Serbia, 2 weddings. And he's all about, let's save our money. Let's invest our money properly. Let's cut a code according to our size. You know, times are hard. The pandemic, everybody is still recovering from a pandemic. I'm trying to get my music off the ground. And you also just got here. And you want to sell your makeup. And you can also sell your makeup from South Dakota. You don't necessarily have to go all the way to Los Angeles to do that. And she said, but I can get the market there. He said, no, but you can sell online. Like, that's not needed. And he's right, to be honest, because there are a lot of people that run successful online businesses. And guess what? They don't live in the big cities. You don't have to limit yourself like that. They don't live in the big cities. They're doing well in their town. If they want to travel for work, for their business to the other big cities, they can feel free to do that. But guess what? They're living where they're living and they're saving costs. They're saving costs because we all know how overhyped big cities are. You don't get value for money. Things are extremely expensive. The rent that you pay for the accommodation that you're staying, maybe it's a 3-bedroom accommodation you're staying in your small town, is 4 times cheaper than a matchbox apartment you get in the big city. But she doesn't think like that. She's quite short-sighted. Yeah, I like Miona. Don't get me wrong. I love them. I think they make a good couple. And I can see that they have good chemistry. But the thing is, she's just vain. She's in La La Land. Also, she doesn't know how to cook. And this should be a basic life skill. Whether you're a man, whether you're a woman, you need to learn how to cook. I'm sorry, but that's just disgraceful on another level. And because they have to cook for the parents, because the mom laid out the rules and said that you guys have to cook for me, they went to the supermarket. And they found so many pre-made foods. And she's like, wow, I've never seen this before. And I got disgusted. I hate pre-made foods. I hate it. Again, I'm somebody, I love to cook. So I know the difference. And since they don't know how to cook, what do? They end up buying pre-made food, and they said we're going to cook it at home and fool my parents and say that, hey, that's the food. So he asked her about her upbringing, like kind of why she's a bit over pampered, why she gets those things. And she said, I grew up during the war in Serbia. Things were not easy. My parents went through a lot, and they tried their best to give us that security, that comfortability, and we almost didn't have to do anything. And I'm like, I get what she's saying. Everybody is different, but cooking is just a basic skill. Like, I just don't understand. Like, you need to learn how to cook. Just because you're cooking does not mean you're suffering. Seriously, don't you get tired of eating out every single time? I'm sorry, I'm not trying to be judgmental, but people that don't know how to cook, like, aren't you tired? You just keep going from one food joint to the other, burning money, and then, nah, man, nah. I'm sorry. And now there's YouTube. You can learn multiple different types of recipes, but hey, if it's not in you, it's not in you. Now, they prepared the food, so-called, and they had a chicken. The mom had the first bite, and she was like, crickets. And they're looking at her like, how is it? And she's like, it's kind of edible. It's edible. Then they're like, okay, good. In the confessional, she said, it's horrible. They even had to add hot sauce. And she just went straight to the point. The mom said the chicken is nasty. And Jibri was in his feelings, and he said, Mom, you don't even have to be this ruthless and say that, you know, like, it's not a nice thing for you to say. And she said, but it's true. And they talked about, you know, that Miona doesn't know how to cook, and both him. And she said, well, it wasn't meant to hurt you, but we just have to be honest. It's called constructive criticism. You don't have to take it the wrong way. And yeah, they're over it. And so Jibri, and I think Miona said that, I'm just tired of living in your parents' house. You know, of course, they don't get to say what we do, but then again, you're living under their roof. That's why she said, I just want to leave so that we can do our own thing. That's how it is. Once you live with other people, that's what you have to do. Anyway, thank you for watching, and watch out for my next video. Bye bye.